I'm going to start bending these rear stays, the top ones. So I made a little jig here just to fit the pattern. Just going to set that right there. I'm trying to bend it right there. I'll use a clamp down here, a lower stay. So I got something I can work off both sides. It's not going to be perfect, but it should follow that contour. Get this squared up a little bit better. That should hold it good. Pretty close. Just going to use acetylene. Shouldn't have to get it too hot. This is pretty thin tubing. All right, we'll move to the other side. Doesn't look too bad. Got it right where I want it. I've marked about halfway through, 9 inches down, 18-inch seat tube, halfway down. So I'm just going to duplicate that on the other side. All right, it's all done the other side. Get a nice look to it. Kind of reminds me of those old, gosh, I can't remember the muscle bike that there was a Huffy or a Sears Spider or something like that. Had that look to it. So they look pretty good. So just a simple 2x6 that I had cut at a pattern where I could clamp it to the frame and just duplicate it. So still have a long way to go, but I think they look pretty good. Next thing will be, all right, now I've got a piece of plate steel. Just, I think this is like 1/8 inch. Pretty, it's not flimsy. Can hold a form good. It's good for bicycle stuff here. So I've got these upper stays bent. I've got my mark there at 9 inches from the bottom bracket. Now what I want to do is I'm going to draw a pattern where I have this plate cut that I'll slide in between and then either weld or braze it. At this point I'm just going to start massaging this piece of steel to fit between these two. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do on the ends. They make caps you can usually pick up at in the hardware section of like the big box stores. I've used those in the past, as long as they're common size. Find something close to it. But I haven't really decided on that. But what I want to do is actually cut this down so it's tapered and it'll fit between those two, and then braze it in place. So I'll have this one piece done, and then I could use this as possibly a brake boss if I want to, or I'll do something up here, I'll do something down here for brake. Okay. So I got that bridge there, whatever you want to call it, gusset, bracket, that's all complete. I haven't tacked it in or anything yet, but that should be good enough for hold those stays in place. If I can get a good shot of it. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, we'll keep moving on. We're gonna work on the top one for the twin tubes here. Okay, so I didn't get as far as I'd like to. I did get this, actually I had to resort to brazing my stick. Well, it's a wire feed, it's a Harbor Freight special, but it just wasn't cooperating with me. If you're not doing it all the time, not real good at it. Not real good at brazing either, but just need more practice. But I did get this cleaned up, welded up, and straight. I actually put a wheel on, make sure I had enough clearance. I couldn't use the twin tubes that I got from that donor bike. They were just too boogered up. So I'm going to go with some 1/2-inch stock here, some straight stuff. I just need another stick of it. But for the most part, the back stay is done. If you can kind of get an idea of where we're at here. And I just need to get a couple of, well, just one more stick of the 1/2-inch. And then I'll finish up with the twin tubes there at the top. And I got to do a little bit more fabrication on that guy. That's the top plate. So, more to follow on this one. This is to be part 2. I'll do the twin tubes or the top tubes as a part 3. And finishing up with a frame there. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.